Who cares?
Hello and welcome to the War Report. I'm your host, Cyrus, joined by Quan. This is the show where we talk about NXT 2.0 and AEW Grand Slam. How we feeling this week?
I'm all right. I'm a little tired, bro. I'm chilling. I'm doing all right, man. What's up with you?
I am also very tired. I would say I am overworked, but literally after this recording, I'm gonna be on my vacation. I'll be going to Los Angeles, and I'll be going to the Final Fantasy Distant Worlds Orchestra that I've been trying to go to for 2 years now.
The hell is that?
What does it sound like? Is the Final Fantasy Distant World Orchestra? What do you think it is?
I don't know.
What does it sound like, nigga? Oh my god!
It's like Final Fantasy, whatever. Final Fantasy. Let me look this up.
I think you can use context clues without Googling it.
I just want to see what it's about.
I think you can.
I can't see what it's about. All right.
You can definitely Google it.
Quan. I want to know what they're doing over there. That's all I want to know.
I think you could find out what the Final Fantasy Orchestra is.
Quan, you know what I mean? Which game?
Looking up.
Which game? You know what I mean? They do the music from? Is it all the games?
Yeah, it's the Final Fantasy games. Because there's multiple.
It could have been 7. Could have been 1. I don't know what the hell you game. I don't play Final Fantasy.
During 2021, they were since Final Fantasy 7 remake was like the big one. They were just like, yeah, we're just gonna be playing mostly like stuff from like 7, and I was just like, nah, that's not gonna work for me, boss. So I didn't go to the ones in 2021, but so March 2020, in 3 days I'll be driving up to Orlando and going up to go see the orchestra.
Nice.
March 2020.
I was to ask you how deep into March were we?
3 days away from the pandemic starting.
I'm just gonna ask you. It was like first week of March. You might have been able to sneak something in. You might have been able to. If it was like first week.
The orchestra and lockdown was like in the same day.
Was it?
It hurt me so much. And then I think it's hilarious that like I get to go now the same week that the pandemic is deemed over by our president.
Over.
Yeah,
pandemic's over,
right?
Baby. We made it through.
This is long-term booking, baby. We
did it.
So yeah, I'll be doing that, and I'll be also going to Halloween Horror Nights. I've never been to that, and I think that I have to kind of suck up my pride and be okay with being heard screaming or being scared.
I was about to say, do you like being spooked? I'm not a scary movie guy. I'll be honest with you.
I wouldn't say, like, if I'm watching a scary movie and I get scared, I'm okay. I wouldn't say I necessarily like terror or suspense, but you know, if a movie does it really well, I'll be like, oh man, that was really cool. You know, they really made me feel something, you know?
Yeah.
But I know that I'm gonna be made fun of for screaming or being terrified, and then that's the part that bothers me. Can't be scared, man.
You can't be scared.
That pride hurts. I'm too masculine to.
I was just gonna say that.
I know. Stupid emotion.
That's sad. We can't even show emotion. Look at that. We can't even be scared.
Absolutely not. Because society deemed us this. But no.
As a black man.
Yeah,
Can't show
I never been to Halloween Horror Nights, so I don't really know what to expect. To just be terrified. So that's gonna be cool, man. I'm looking forward to that for the most part, and then like the rest of it, I'm just not going to work. So I think that is gonna be the joy. Yeah, that's gonna be the joy of most of this vacation. But that is it. I do not go back to work until October 1st. So I'll be off for like the 2 weeks.
Vacation. You ain't playing.
I'm just rapid fire my PTO.
There you go.
And I know on the A show, they haven't done office hours in a minute, but I'm gonna give y'all a quick office hours tip, man.
Ooh, okay.
If you get a very important email and your boss is not CC'd on it, don't answer. Don't answer. Especially if it's on my day off.
I mean, oh yeah, if it's day off, no, absolutely not.
I got a very important email about an event and security placement for that event, and it was just me on the email, not my manager, not my boss. I'm not answering this.
It was this event during the time you were going to be gone.
No. Oh. I'm returning the day of the event, but
fuck that. I wouldn't respond to either. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not. Any further preparation for this event, I am no longer included. I wasn't even. It's not my department, so I was not included anyway. But if an email is very important and your boss is not CC'd in it, either reply with your boss CC'd in it or don't reply at all. I opted to not reply at all.
Good choice.
What is it? I just forwarded it to my manager and I just said, I'm not talking to her about this because I'm going to be gone like in 24 hours. Like
you're already on vacation mode. Basically. We're well past any kind of real work.
I was like last week I was dying. I was dying and it clicked for me. I think it was like last Saturday. I got home. I'm in front of my house. I got my keys. I'm ready to open a door. And I try to use my work fob to open a door to my house.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're done.
I said, yeah. There's a problem here. I said, man, I can't fucking wait. Monday, Tuesday was a great way to decompress from work, but I cannot wait to just block myself and just distance myself from all the bullshit. And then we return to the bullshit, but I can't wait, baby. Los Angeles.
That's nice. That's a nice little vacation. It's probably real nice out there. The weather too, this time of year.
Yeah. It's been really rainy here in Miami, which is very normal, but tired of the bullshit. I need to leave.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I will be back next week to do the show. I won't be spending 2 weeks in Los Angeles. I'm not doing that. But I'll be back next week. So I don't know if we're gonna be doing the Freaky Friday thing that's going on the network, but I think we need to
can we rename that? I don't like that. Freak Bull Friday. No,
I did not say Freak Bull Friday. You're wildin'.
I feel like
Freaky. I said Freaky Friday, like the Lindsay Lohan movie. You're the one with your mind in the gutter. Grow up.
Not the Little Dicky song. Did you like that song when it came out?
I never heard a Little Dicky song in my life.
You heard Freaky Friday before.
I've never heard the
joint with Chris. The joint with Chris Brown. You never heard?
I don't listen to Chris Brown.
Never mind, guys.
I have never heard a Little Dicky song in my life.
You're not bad.
And you know what? I never watched that FX show he had.
I didn't watch it either.
Because I feared that I would hear one of his songs. I don't
want to
listen to that shit, man.
Why are you so adamant on not listening to Lil Dicky? Is it the name?
It's the skin.
All right. There we go.
You wanted an honest answer.
I got nothing for that.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about a few things. Let's get in these trenches, man. So this little this little tidbit went around on social media, and I think that now that the show is over, it makes it a little more funny to me. But Swerve talks about his time in the WWE. Surely you guys saw the headlines, but we could talk about the full quote.
Yeah,
here.
outside of the salacious headlines, you kind of more talked about his relationship with Triple H and kind of what that was like, and he felt kind of unheard. At least what it from the quote. She was on the sessions with Renee Paquette. This is the quote. I had a couple conversations with Triple H. I'm like, when am I gonna be your guy? What is it gonna take for me to be your guy? Strickland recalled how he had 3 conversations with Triple H in regards to getting some answers. On top of that, he used to stare at his boss during production meetings as he wanted Triple H to feel his presence. Were you trying to intimidate him? What the hell? I wanted him to feel the heat that I was glaring at him. Okay, I guess that's a effective.
I mean,
approach.
that's a method. You know, it's the reverse of out of sight, out of mind. Like, I'm always in the corner of your vision, so you always have to kind of acknowledge me in some shape or fashion.
Could you? All right, well, let's take this into office hours. If you were in a business meeting, would you stare daggers into your manager? Make sure he knows you're there.
Absolutely not.
After finally getting some answers from Triple H, Strickland wasn't satisfied with the feedback he received. In short, he felt that they were repetitious responses that were given to all performers who were inquired about pushes, which motivated him to be creative. He then spoke to Shawn Michaels, who sat down and worked with Strickland for a year. After that, Strickland changed his hair color, put grills in his mouth, which caught the attention of Triple H. However, it was an intense television match between Bronson Reed that caught the eye of management, leading to praise from Stephanie McMahon and her husband. So that was it.
All I heard, himself. Yeah, all I heard was he had to wait, show what he got, and then he got praised for it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. And this eventually led to Hit Row and kind of where we were at. And he ended up on SmackDown.
I'll say this, you know, waiting for his opportunity, you know, young dude, you know, probably doesn't have, you know, doesn't want to wait forever. You know, I'm not getting younger, like stuff like that. But like, this is, what is it? Pandemic era of NXT, and the era of NXT where nobody gets called up.
It was a weird time. Like
the era of NXT where nobody goes up. And I get it. I get, like, you know, feel like maybe like somebody feeling as if he is better than somebody, so like maybe he should skip the line, but like, no.
I kind of want to look at the
roster sheet around that time.
Yeah, 2020. See if I can catch.
Well, you don't even really have to like look at that, because you have people like Keith Lee that was around at the time. Gargano's still there. Cole is still, Undisputed Era is still there. So that's you know, 4
Balor.
guys. Balor was there. I'm sorry, like I think
Cross.
Swerve is I think Swerve is talented, but there are dudes that were just way more established, and there were people that they were still trying to establish. So maybe we do not have time to implement a whole brand new piece while we're trying to get some things going. So, like guys like Bronson Reed, Angel Garza, Santos, Leo Rush.
Dream was still there. Dream was still down there. Kushida just got there. You know what I mean?
Shit, you know, like
Pete Dunne just came over.
Like, it kind of is what it is, you know.
A lot of dudes over there at that time.
Yeah, it was like the roster was bloated, and you know, he kind of had to wait, but he eventually got his time. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Featured on 2.0 once it started.
Yeah. What is it? The salacious, you know, the quote unquote salacious quote where he was just like, you know, he felt, I guess, more comfortable in a, like, what was the term used? Like,
I forgot. I think he said it might have been vindicated. I couldn't find the quote that he said there, but
I felt like the quote was something like, my 7 months in AEW has been better than the 3 years of the WWE, and it was just like, well, I mean, sure.
I got the exact quote right here. He said, my first 3 months in AEW made me completely forget about my last 3 years in WWE. I put all my focus and energy and that resentment into building something. That's what he said. So yeah, it feels like he still has a little heat for WWE or maybe Triple H in general for kind of not believing him, quote unquote, not
that's
believing
fine.
him. But hey,
I don't.
it's
Well,
his experience. You know what I mean?
I don't feel as it is his experience, but I don't think because they eventually did believe in him. I think it might have been more of the getting released part of it. I feel like that's probably where most of that stemmed from, and that's fine. You don't have to like really forgive him for that. And Tony Khan did kind of give them, kind of gave him a lot immediately. But I feel as if when they got those tag titles, so much was taken away from me. And I feel like that's not acknowledged because, Kevin Gates showed up, or, he's doing this fucking groupie ass shit or this groupie ass shit.
You know what it was? It was like as soon as they won those tag championships, they got completely relegated to Rampage, and then I'm sure Tony Khan let them say, "Yeah, y'all can do whatever y'all want," but it was on Rampage, so like nobody really saw it. We're not the ratings numbers guys, but like we see those numbers they beat Rampage gets. Ain't nobody watching that show. We got to be honest.
It's just I don't know. Rampage was never when I initially heard the time slot, I was just like, Rampage is never going to be a big deal to me unless these big shows. And then I realized Rampage is not worth it even with these big shows. So it is what it is. But
I feel like this tag team reign they've had is just been kind of flat, only because we haven't really seen them on the main show. They don't really, at least to me, they don't really feel that important, especially going into this match they had with the Acclaim. They were clearly the number 2 team as far as the fans go.
Number 2 is crazy. They might be like for real, like on the totem pole. They might be like
all together.
Right now, it's like the Acclaim, FTR, Ass Boys, Swerving Keith. I'm sorry, like
you ain't lying.
They
get more time.
Put the Ass Boys in the ring against the Acclaim one more time. I bet they go fucking crazy for both teams.
It might get some heat.
Out of all the motherfuckers in the firm right now, excluding MJF, they the hottest niggas in that faction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like for whatever ending up on the Shade Room because they had Kevin Gates there, it was just like you won the tag titles and then like you guys were like a non-factor on the show. And then once you got like your first like title defense, you are like the doubt is tangible. And I think that's insane. Especially for your first title reign. But like neither here nor there. I don't, that's how he feels, so it's whatever to me.
His experience, absolutely. As long as if he's happy over there, it's cool with me.
Yeah, keep all that groovy shit over there. Malachi Black speaks on his AEW release and a statement about his career. And what I really like about Malachi Black here is that he said that like I'm gonna lay it all on the table right now, and so people don't try to make up any stories. Anything that comes out about this situation that has not come from me is all bullshit. And I really like that. Like I don't feel as if there's a lot of wrestlers that kind of just nip it in the bud, at all.
Yeah, because I think a lot of wrestlers like to speculate. A lot of wrestlers like to people, let people talk. I do think it's very interesting how Aleister Black handled, or Malachi Black handled leaving kind of his company as compared to a Sasha and Naomi, where we have literally have not heard a word from these two women about anything. It's been 6 months, but it's not really about Sasha and them. But I'm just saying, I just thought it was really interesting that I don't understand why more wrestlers don't do this. It's like, let's just nip this shit in the bud now. Like, we don't need no
stop the rumors. Like,
just cut it.
The rumor that came out I think it was 2 weeks ago of Thunder Rosa asking for her release, and then she said nothing, but her husband came out and said something, and I was just like, why don't wrestlers just nip the shit in the bud? Like, why are you letting these? Why why are you letting a lot of these dirt sheet whatever fuck make money off your name like that?
Exactly. If I was a wrestler, I would just like, yo, no, that's cap.
Oh yeah, hey man, I'm a wrestler. I'm nuking
that's
niggas'
cap.
credibility.
Yeah, that's cap. Say that right now.
Absolutely
not true.
No,
completely untrue. As far as I'm not gonna read the whole note because it's a lot, but he's he kind of speaks on just his mental health and like kind of what him and Zelina are going through. There's grief and just like injuries and just he just really needs this time to himself with his family. And I mean, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, reading that, I kind of don't. Well, I think it's weird that like people read that and then they instantly started like speculating whether he's leaving AEW or if he's returning to the E or not. And I was just like, I think let's just let this shit breathe, because reading that shit was like heavy heart type shit. You feel me?
Yeah. One thing he did note though was about how he, while he was in AEW, a part of the reason his mental health, I don't want to put that like blame it on this on his mental health, but like another thing, he kind of promised certain things while in AEW. It didn't seem like he was receiving those things that he was promised. So that kind of bothered him a little bit. That's really that was kind of the only real like quote unquote juicy thing that kind of came out of his statement. But beside that, it was all very professional. And I'm happy he got his release. He seemed like him and Zelina are having a great time on some beach somewhere. I seen the pics. They look like
that nigga's on an island that you got to zoom in real deep to find. I mean? That boy having the time of his life. And you know what? That's fine.
Deserves it.
That's perfect for him. Like, yeah. Let him just breathe, decompress, man. I'm about to do the same shit. I'm rocking with you, Ray.
I do find it interesting that House of Black is kind of just still rocking. They haven't not really explained anything. Like, we're gonna keep it moving. Which I guess is fine.
It's okay with me. Well, he's released. Fuck it.
Yeah. I know.
They don't have to book around him.
Brody and Buddy are they gonna have a match on Rampage Grand Slam against, I forgot who are they wrestling. I don't remember.
I think it might be Sting and Darby.
It is Sting and Darby. That's correct. So they're just shifting along, moving along. You got anything else about Malachi?
No, that's great, man. I can't wait to see what he does next. I hope his mental's great. I think he's a fantastic wrestler, a fantastic dude. I think he's a fantastic dude. So, hey, man,
real stand-up guy, my guy.
I think I definitely do think that a lot more wrestlers should kind of just nip the shit in the bud rather than let
who does that?
Publication just run with the shit.
You know who's good at doing that? Regal be shutting shit down real quick.
Yeah, like I feel like more people should shut shit down.
But wrestlers like attention. They like that.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I don't want to get into it. Or like I don't really talk about it. So we got the Tony Khan quote that it's that time of the year where everybody gets mad, xenophobic, Islamophobic, and does all the other shit in the name of being woke or very politically conscious. But what was Tony Khan even at when he said this?
I don't think he's doing like some radio show. He might have been on Busted Open. I'm not 100% sure.
Really on that bitch.
Yeah, I think he had like a time slot. Like I think like a Monday night type of thing. Yeah, I don't know what thing he's on, but regardless, he was kind of talking about it was really unprovoked kind of this thing. He was promoting Grand Slam, obviously, and then he was talking about the Northeast right now is really hot for wrestling, and he said I'll say it's the crown jewel of wrestling market. It's the real crown jewel of wrestling market. It's not that BS overseas in Saudi Arabia. The real crown jewel, New York City, where you want to be. Obviously, the news of Logan Paul versus Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia in November for the crown jewel pay-per-view, PLE. obviously that must have been on his mind as he was doing his rounds for promoting his show for Grand Slam. It's lame. It's it reminds me. You remember like last year when Britt Baker was doing that promo, and then all the random out of nowhere, randomly talking about like blood money for no reason, just unprovoked. It's like the same thing. Like I understand if you feel a way about the Saudi Arabia shows or whatever. I get it. It's nasty. We know. Everyone knows it's nasty. It's nasty work. But like, what are you gaining from like doing this? Like, yeah, you got people talking about you, but they're talking about you and whatever your little shots are at WWE instead of talking about, the Grand Slam show you got coming up, which you should be promoting. Why are you like? I don't. It's beyond me. I think
that Tony Khan definitely needs to get better at promoting his own shows without mentioning WWE's name.
Yeah, it's lame.
Yeah, like it. Without a shadow of a doubt, this definitely worked for somebody. This worked for the lowest common denominator. But yeah, I don't know. Like, people are gonna start thinking about Crown Jewel and not Grand Slam.
Exactly. They're gonna say, "Oh, what's going on over there? Oh, Logan Paul's fighting Roman Reigns. That's weird. Maybe I might watch it. That might be something interesting." Hey,
I don't know. It's that time of year where everybody's just like Saudi Arabia, the worst place on earth. And the citizens of Saudi Arabia don't deserve any kind of show. It's in the name of propaganda. Like America, like America doesn't do propaganda. So I don't understand. Man, when these niggas go see the next Marvel movie, man, and they see Air Forces and and jets and shit.
They will see it on Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern, when they turn on NFL football. They don't even have to wait till the next Marvel movie. We're gonna see it on Sunday. This is like, I don't understand what like, I don't know, man. It's just
it is the Saudi discourse at this point is like, I feel like it is ultimately ran its course. Because I feel like a lot of people, the big, I would say the bigger names in the IWC, they're weirdos, or like they got exposed as weirdos, from the first show to like this show. So now whenever they see they do this shit, they're just like, oh, it's that time of the year again where motherfucker get on their soapbox. And plus, I feel like since there isn't like an as far as I know, there's not like an overwhelming scandal happening in Saudi Arabia at this time. Like the first show was like announced after they just like murdered.
No, that was the second show. That was the second show.
Oh yeah.
That was the only one I was like, all right, that's kind of, I don't know. That was the one I was like, all right, well, y'all might be pushing
that one was the neck scratcher. You feel me?
All right, what y'all doing?
But I guess now that there's not really just like that global, like, I guess like, that global story or anything kind of looming around them right now, people are just like, well, it's good to go.
I'll say this much: I haven't seen as much backlash for this announcement as compared to like other years.
Women are on the show. I feel like that silenced a lot of people.
Shit, I think Elimination Chamber had more women's matches than men's matches, if I'm not mistaken, or it was close, or it might have been equal.
I think the amount of like women's wrestlers.
I think it was matches. Oh, let me look it up.
I can't. But like, yeah, I feel like that's why a lot of the conversation around it is muted.
Yeah, there were 4 men's matches. There's 4 men's matches and 3 women's matches. I was close. I forgot Becky Lynch wrestled Lita. What the fuck?
I don't remember that either.
That was this year. Anyway.
Well, like I don't watch the Saudi Arabia shows. Like if the show is like in the middle of the day, I kind of don't watch.
Hey, I'll say this much: Crown Jewel last year, fire. was a fire.
I
Crown Jewel was hard last year.
What was on that show?
Seth Edge, Hell in a Cell. There's something else.
Like, I know, you know, people can probably say whatever they want to say about, you know, the conversation that we're having about Saudi Arabia right now. But I'll say for damn show, I'm probably the one nigga that actually, you know, stood on their word and actually didn't watch the show because I was busy.
I know. There was one I might have skipped. I think I skipped the one where Goldberg Big Fiend. I didn't watch that one. I don't think.
I think I woke up and the show was over. Honestly.
This one had the surprisingly good. Actually, not even surprisingly. Goldberg Bobby Lashley was actually a pretty good match. Xavier Woods beat Finn Balor for King of the Ring. Big E beat Drew to defend his championship.
Mm-hmm.
Becky beat Bianca and Sasha in a triple threat. Roman and Brock had that match. I don't remember that match at all, but I'm sure it was fine. Mm-hmm. And the RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Riddle. Zelina won King and Queen of the Ring. But you see the vibe. And of course, Mansoor. Yo, you think is Mansoor gonna go to Crown Jewel with that gimmick?
Yeah. What's wrong with it?
Showing a lot of leg.
I mean, he's a man, ain't he? He allowed to do that, right?
He's showing a lot of leg over there. I'm just saying. I don't know the vibes over there, how they get down.
Hey, man. I'll tell you right now.
I know it's a little more progressive. I don't know.
That community is worldwide. It might not be, you know, out there, but they out there. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Hey, man. There's a community leg everywhere.
There's a lot of leg out there. But
they might not scream. They might keep their screams muted, but you know, they out there.
Hey, since we don't have a lot of news anyway, do you want to briefly speak on Logan Paul versus Roman? Are you gonna watch it? Are you interested?
Sure. I mean, is like Crown Jewel is gonna be in the middle of the day while I work, so like I can't say I'm too invested because I won't be watching. Like,
yeah,
I just won't. I know. I'll say this. I have a lot of friends that are getting into wrestling now, and they're very like, you know, it's cool to see them really get into it. You know, is like that fresh experience that I can't get anymore. You know, but when Logan Paul and Roman Reigns, you know, obviously they were just like, Logan Paul, what the fuck? And then they were just like, Roman Reigns? This shit might be hard. So if they're excited, I'm excited, but I can't say that I would like actually be watching. And you know me, if I don't see it live, I'm just kind of like removed from it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'll check it out. I ain't doing nothing.
I'm gonna be working. When is Crown Jewel? I'm so sorry I asked. I'm so sorry. I know you did not have it pulled up. I'm so sorry.
I just closed it. I had it open and everything. It is on November 5th, and then Survivor Series is, I think, a couple weeks after that, which is also kind of NXT related. We're getting War Games on the main roster.
Oh yeah. I love War Games and I love Survivor Series. So I was like this close from you know, going to Survivor Series and just saying fuck it and going to Boston, and then I was just like, I don't know if I want to be in Boston.
It's brick. It's gonna be cold as shit. When is it?
It's in November. 26th.
Ooh, it's gonna be cold.
Yeah, that, and it's like way too close to Thanksgiving.
It's the day after, right? I mean, the weekend after, isn't it?
It's just way too close. Like, I feel like my brother is going to be coming down for Thanksgiving, so like,
yeah,
it was just way too. I think that's why I don't really go to.
I don't want to go.
I can't really commit to like going to Survivor Series yearly, even though like it is my favorite like pay-per-view, or like my favorite pay-per-view like theme, I guess. But it is what it is.
Last time I went to Survivor Series, the main event was Randy Orton versus The Big Show. Let me tell you, we booed. They got booed out the building. I don't know whose idea it was to put them in that main event. Didn't go well.
I saw Brock Lesnar versus Bryan Danielson. So
that's hard. That's fire.
Match
See,
was
you got the-
heat. That shit was
I think the match
heat rock.
had Punk and Bryan versus the Wyatt family. I think when on that same show that I went to.
No, I don't sound
Speaking of
so
Wyatt
great.
family, all right.
But yeah, that's it. That's enough banter about. Oh, what?
No, that's all.
You
I
were
had.
gonna say something about Bray? Oh,
No, I mean
there's a lot of Bray rumors, but
White Rabbit. I don't know anything about it. I mean, good song. I guess by the time this comes out to the public, we might have more information.
Yeah.
Supposedly something's supposed to happen on SmackDown. I don't think he'll come out. If anything, if anything, he might come out Extreme Rules. But I'm like 95% sure it's Bray. And I think Alexa's involved. Somehow. I think Alexa's probably gonna revert back to kind of a supernatural gimmick. She's expressed how much she really liked working with Bray too. So, and the lights went out in the main event while she was wrestling. So,
no, she's tapped in.
Spooky.
Lily back. Also, it's gonna be
Lily back.
Halloween, so I think this is a good time to kind of bring back the gimmick. I guess it's a lot. It's a lot more than what she's doing before. But that is enough about main roster stuff. So let's get into the main shows that we are known for. Let's get into this NXT 2.0. All right, NXT 2.0. We are still in our logo change cliffhanger. The logo is on the show,
but it's still colorful. So
it's still colorful.
It looked weird. It's very jarring the way it didn't look right.
I feel like that is definitely still going to be the case. Like it's definitely still going to be like maybe they should switch the colors up or something. Maybe more darker colors or different color tones.
That logo is clashing. I'm gonna say that much. Something has to change. I don't know what it is. Something has to change. Though.
I'll actually agree. But it is what it is. In 2 weeks we'll have the real change.
If y'all didn't know,
or maybe.
I think we'll have a different. I mean, what's the reason they did the 2 weeks taping? It must be because they're redesigning the thing. I'd imagine, right?
I would believe so. Actually, I haven't spoke to any sources.
That's what I just assumed that they're going to be the full on rebrand.
Yeah, and there hasn't been any leaks, and I think that's funny because there's actually like a lot of voiceover on this episode to like avoid spoilers. So I thought that shit was crazy. But to start out the show, man, we get Solo Sikoa getting stripped of the North American Championship, and a ladder match is announced. We get our traditional ladder match for the North American Championship. And I'm not a big fan of the Solo Sikoa retcon.
So why we do that? All right. Well, first of all, I want to point out
for the pick with Roman. That's it. The bloodline pick.
Well, first of all, I want to say I believe this is the first time they've acknowledged that Shawn Michaels is like in charge.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken. Like I don't think they've ever done that before.
Let's do that a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well have a face to, I was tired of NXT wrestlers just making their own matches. And so we're doing this.
Like,
I'd much rather.
We don't have to do the thing where knocking on Shawn Michaels' door or, they're looking for Shawn Michaels. It's just whenever there's some foul play, insert him in. That's all we need. Yeah. We don't really need a William Regal.
He could be Jack Tunney.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny when Shawn Michaels is like trying to humble Carmelo Hayes. Like if I'm Carmelo, like, yo, who are you? Like, what? How you gonna tell me?
I know your body, bro.
Like it's well documented how you was acting. Don't even start. But as far as the Solo relinquishing the belt, it's lame. I thought that was lame. I'm sorry. I was like, what?
100% agreeing with you. I personally did not like them. Well, like I guess like it had to happen. Like that's something that had to go down. But the reasoning for it was just like, well, you weren't on the poll.
Then why you let him out?
I think like if the reasoning was, dude, you're on SmackDown now, you can't hold that. Like if that was like the reasoning, like maybe like yeah, but whatever. It is what it is. The match was like unsanctioned. And then I was just like, then why you had motherfuckers ringing the bell and all that shit? Like, also, you definitely could have came out and intervened
Also, he defended it on Friday. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, like
if it didn't count, why you wait till the next week to take it off of him? It's a lot of inconsistency. I didn't like it. I thought that was lame,
there's kind of no way for it to like really make sense unless motherfuckers blatantly just want to say we had to get the photo op.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. They want to get the photo of everybody with the belts. Also, why are we protecting Carmelo so hard? Why can't he just take the loss? Like, I don't know. I mean, he still lost, but it's just the only reason I can think Solo won is to finish up the storyline.
I will say that I don't think that they protected him with him losing to Solo. I don't think
you're right. I forgot he didn't lose it. No, you're right.
Like he kind of lost it like definitively.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if they would have gave him back the championship, then I would have been like, "What the fuck are y'all niggas doing?"
Yeah, no, that would have been ridiculous.
But having him have to work for it once again, it is what it is. But the ladder match itself, we got some qualifiers going on. I'm trying to remember how many there are going to be.
Wikipedia is saying 5.
Okay.
That's the 3 so far, 2 to be determined. I thought it was 6, but I guess not. I guess it's just 5.
So I know for sure that Axiom and Frazier, their last match or the best of the 3 series is going to be a qualifying match. So that's 1. We got Grayson Waller versus Oro, and Oro won, right? With Apollo Crews interfering. Yeah. And I thought the match was really good.
And then
Wesley, but he's going to qualify, even though he has a first round bye, but he's going to qualify and he's going to win anyway. Yeah. Whatever. I think Carmelo's in it.
Carmelo's already in it. So. I mean, we got time to Halloween Havoc. It's not until the 22nd, so it's a whole month away.
And then if anything, for that 5th spot, we might get like the last chance qualifier that they NXT really likes to do. But we'll see what happens. Should be cool.
A big guy. Yeah, a big bass. Need like a Senga. Not Senga. What the hell Senga do? I don't know. Vaughn. Probably Vaughn. It'll probably be like Vaughn.
Yeah, it's gonna be Vaughn. It's gonna be Vaughn, man. So next we got Damian Kemp just listing down the plan, and
Scooby-Doo villain.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say this. I don't know if Damian Kemp was always going to be the person that turned.
No.
But they really did a good job making it seem like he was always going to be the one turning. Because when they played the footage of them running it back and he takes... I said, no way you niggas filmed 2 versions of this when y'all did that.
They don't think it had that much.
Like you filmed the version where Damian Kemp turns down the money and then Roddy takes it, and then you did it in reverse just in case anything happens. I'm not believing that.
I'm not buying it.
that.
I just thought the whole promo was really funny. He really sounded like like in the old movie, like a James Bond movie, or like the villain would explain his whole tactics.
He's breaking it down one by one, and I thought it was crazy. But I thought it was a really funny segment. And then after that, we get Brutus and Julius just talking about, taking him down.
Brutus beating that bag up.
Mm-hmm.
You going hard.
And then, spoilers for next week. We get that match. And
is it Brutus or Julius?
It's Brutus, and Brutus loses. Okay. So. Probably like some shady shit.
You didn't tell me to finish. Damn, I wanted to be a little
nigga, I literally said spoilers.
I thought you meant you could spoil the person wrestling. Jesus Christ. All right, doesn't matter.
They announced it on the show. What the fuck is that was not the spoiler. Yeah.
I thought the promo they were just like, I want to do it. He was like, I want to do it.
And then Brutus was just like, Julius, I need this. And Julius was like, all right, man, get his ass. And then they announced the match for next week.
All right, we'll take it.
So that's all cool, man. Waller versus the debuting Oro Mensah.
Oro Mensah.
Who is
Formerly Oliver Carter. Formerly Oliver Carter. He was teaming with Ashton Smith before Ashton Smith got hurt. And you kind of doing the solo thing a little bit while on the last days of NXT. I've always been of UK. I've always been a fan of this guy. I think he has a cool look. Mm-hmm. He's not bad. Not a bad wrestler at all. So I'm happy to see him in the States. This was a good match. Really, really, really weird ending. What the hell what are they doing with Apollo Crews, man?
Don't ask me.
What the hell is that? This man got Raven. He got That's So Raven feature seeing powers. He's also Luke Cage on the side on his days off.
Wait, hold on. Can we dial that back one bit? He has the That's So Raven vision, and then that prediction never came.
Which one? The one he saw in green?
The one where all of Diamond Mine were just like, owie.
It did happen when Gallus jumped him. He envisioned Gallus jumping him. That's why I was green and everything.
Oh, okay. I thought that was during the Tony D'Angelo thingy. But all right, yeah. My bad. But
you didn't catch that.
First
like it Jordan was Peele over there.
First it was the Luke Cage shit. Then it was the That's a Raven vision.
What would you do? What would you do scenario?
Would you beat up that white man that's being rude to your waitress? And it's just like, no, not really. That's not something I envision. And then, the That's a Raven vision. And then now we have Mangekyo Sharingan, Apollo Crews here. I don't know who is his friend that he ripped his eye out to achieve that. But, he had Waller in his sights.
I think it's so funny Triple H was just talking about how we ain't really doing blood no more. And then literally the next day, Apollo Crews got blood coming out of his eyes. But I know he's not bleeding. I know it's the difference. Yeah, but I thought it's so ridiculous. Why can't we just stick with the African thing, man? I was cool with that. I was cool with the African guy. Let's just do African guy. This is a lot.
Yeah. My thing is that what I find really fucking funny is that Waller poked your eye last week. How is your eye still bleeding that bad a week later?
You know what I mean?
Go see a doctor. Gee, my God, brother.
But besides that, the match was cool. I don't really remember much about it, but I remember it was a pretty decent match. I just remember it was really cool, really man.
Oro was doing some crazy offense on there. This thing is something different.
You like that name?
I feel like, yeah, it's fine. Oro, mean gold, baby. Broke it down. Oro's fine. Oro from Street Fighter. Oro means gold. There's some national pride in that. You just said you wanted Apollo to be African, nigga. This nigga's literally Africa. So
he's from like Sweden. Man. What are you talking about? Where's he from?
Come on now. You see the gear, man.
He's from Switzerland. I ain't trying to hear all that.
He's with his roots.
That man from Zurich.
Was Apollo born there?
I don't know where Apollo born is. He might have been.
That's cool. Next, we got Tyler Bate versus JD McDonough. And I'll say this match is really fucking good. It is really fucking good.
These guys probably wrestled each other 20,000 times already. I'm sure. Yeah. I had no doubt in my mind.
The NXT UK niggas, they don't miss, man.
They really don't.
They are a very solid group of wrestlers over there.
At least the ones they kept.
Shit, that's the only ones that matter.
Yeah, they only kept the best of the best.
JD McDonough is really good. Tyler Bate, amazing. That's all I could really say, honestly. Like, I thought this match was really fucking good. Like, really strong. And I'm glad it happened on a show that I watch and that I didn't have to hear about it on a Thursday afternoon, everybody telling me to watch it, and then I forget by 5 o'clock. So
you mean me telling the Discord, hey, you should watch this match, and then I don't think anybody does.
I'd be like, yeah, man, I'll check it out, and then I open Peacock and I have to find the goddamn thing, and it's just like, I don't want to be on floor. Peacock is a terrible UI. But we're getting a lot of the network shows back. You notice that? That's cool.
Only time I use Peacock now is I've been rewatching 2002 WWE. I'm on Backlash 2002.
You know, so I just go 2003 yet.
I just took me forever to finish 2001. Talking about so if anybody cares, the draft just happened. Triple H the champion. He's gonna wrestle Hulk Hogan at Backlash for the championship. I don't think I've seen this match since it happened, so I'm really interested to see how this match goes because I don't remember it at all. I know who wins, obviously, but I'm really interested to see how this match goes.
I need you and Meals to come together and talk about that match.
Hogan versus.
Because I don't think that was talked about in any of the diaries so far.
Well, it'd be draft diaries. It would have to be this one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It happened right after the draft. But the episode that me and Meals are doing, I believe, is well after that. So,
damn.
I don't know who's gonna talk about that, but it's gonna be interesting.
I hope it's plus or something. But yeah, man. Let's get into these quick hits for NXT. Just filling in banter because nothing really went on for news-wise or world-wise. But we got Axiom versus Frazier 2. I would say I think the first match is better.
Me too.
Because I don't think to me, I feel like this match got overshadowed by Bate, Dunna, and to me, Waller and Oro. While their first match was kind of like one of the best matches on that show, like that night.
I would say this was the second best match of the night. I think I would give the main event, and then I would say, oh, we forgot, totally skipped over. Dragunov debuted. We forgot Dragunov debuted at the end of the show.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was in the semicolon. But yeah, Dragunov's here.
So we're getting a triple threat match at Halloween Havoc. You're going to be Dragunov versus JD McDonough versus Braun Breaker, which is going to go crazy.
I'm Dragunov down, nigga. What the fuck? What's his catchphrase?
I don't know. Something
long live the Kaiser or some shit.
Long live Cesar. Can I please tell you the rating?
With that shit.
If you've never seen Dragunov wrestle, guys, anybody listening, I'm sure most people have. You want to see the ratings I've given this guy so far this year? He's had 5 matches. He had no match lower than a 4. I gave him 1-4. I gave him 4.5 star matches this year.
Come on, man. This nigga's a 5 machine, man.
This guy, he doesn't. I don't think he's ever missed. And as long as he's been signed in NXT or any kind of WWE, he never had a bad match. Never. I'm not exaggeration. He never had a bad match.
When Dragunov came out, my friends were just like, "Oh, who is this nigga? And why is he waving his arms like wildly?" And I said, "You're in the presence of a real nigga. Like
you gotta understand.
You are looking at a young guy right now, man." Well, I'm looking forward to the match. Yeah, he's great. I love Dragunov, so looking forward to that.
I hope he wrestles more because he never wrestled in NXT.
Absolutely.
He never.
Honestly, I feel like that is probably going to remain the same because stamping it right now, I think he's taking that championship home.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, he's done. Come on now. Braun ain't never. Braun Breaker never seen a real nigga like this. You feel me? This is a nigga that dethroned Walter, my nigga. Like,
I mean, but Braun beat Walter. You know, he beat Gunther. It's different. It's different. It's a different story. He beat Gunther. Dragunov beat Walter. It's a little different.
This nigga is slightly different. Well, I would say that I guess that would make Braun and him kind of like on the same plane right now.
Different because that's Gunther. Gunther and Walter, 2 different guys, man.
Whatever. Braun ain't never seen a nigga like this, bro. Like, jokes aside, you know, in terms of like people they've beaten, you know, I would say for Braun Breaker, I would probably say like his top like challengers or like his biggest like foes is Gunther.
It was Ziggler.
No, I'm getting there. Ziggler, Gunther, and Ciampa. Those are like his big 3. And then Dragunov doesn't have that many, but Walter Gunther is a really big fucking foe. Especially because he beat his ass a couple times before winning that championship. But I would say they are on equal terms. But I will say that Dragunov might win just off experience factor alone. Okay. I feel like that might be a story that they could play into.
Dragunov has beaten Devlin twice already, which I thought was funny because Devlin was like, "No," the most dramatic.
Yeah, he was like, "No, why?" Why?
We're flabbergasted. Yeah,
I'm
man.
looking forward to it. And then I would love if we get Breaker Dragunov in the singles after this as well at like probably like a special Tuesday show or something. So it's a little, a little more definitive, unless he pins Braun. Which would create zero doubt.
Yeah, and you know what it is. I don't know if they would do that. I don't think so.
Hey man, if they want to pad it out, have them, JD McDonough get pinned, and then like, do the thing where you didn't pin me, and then he beat your ass.
But you think at some point Dragunov getting that belt?
I think he's taking it at the triple threat.
Okay, it's a long ways to go. We'll see. We got a long time to get there.
Even if it's not logical, even if the bookings are logical, I'm Dragunov gang. You feel me? This nigga need a hive. Me and Bree Bosa gonna workshop some things. Come up with a hive name for this motherfucker. Yeah.
Something
but
German,
back to
Russian, whatever he is.
I don't know any of them words. Maybe Bree Bosa do. Back to quick hits, man. We got Toxic Attraction versus Ivy Niles and Tatum Paxley. I think this match was okay. I think Ivy Niles is really good, man. I just think
it was like a 5-minute nothing match. It didn't do anything for me personally. Just another thing to kind of get a Toxic Attraction over.
Yeah, it was very. I can't say that this match has left a mark at me at all. Instead of just being like I didn't really like the match, that I do think that Ivy Niles and Tatum Paxley are coming together, but
they're fun.
There's like importance or much of a factor this match is on the show, and not really much.
It didn't even go 5 minutes. That's fine.
Alba Fire wants Mandy Rose, and then I was just like, okay.
I gotta be honest, man. Send Alba Fire up. I don't really see the point in her having her. I don't. But also, Mandy Rose has nobody else to fight.
Yeah, she doesn't have
or Cora. That's like the only people left. At this point.
We're kind of just biding our time for that. Yeah. But like, if Alba Fire does not win this, come on now. You guys, I hate saying it.
How about this? Whoever loses got to go.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel.
Like, please.
But I'm concerned because Toxic Attraction is not losing; they're winning matches. So, like, are they not? Is Mandy gonna go and they stay?
If it like in our, what is it? If in the fine print of their matches, loser leaves town, I'm fine with Alba Fire losing because like her winning that title. And then Roxanne and Cora Jade are like, going to crash course into that. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
I think like the bigger bad is Mandy. And then you don't have to work on building up Alba Fire as, you don't make Alba Fire transitional. You don't make her transitional.
Yeah,
like you don't have to focus on making her credible and kind of like pumping the brakes a little bit on Cora Roxanne, because you have to kind of slow it down a bit for Alba Fire to look a little more credible, I wouldn't want Alba Fire to be a transitional champion, so I would rather have her not be a champion at all.
Rather be a loser. Get out of here.
I'd rather have her be a loser that go up and get some rack on the roster, because SmackDown needs people. Boy, fuck, they need some
ladies.
Yeah. We got the Dyad versus Team BBC. Boy, if Toxic Attraction versus Ivy Niles and Tatum Paxley was nothing, I don't remember this match being on my screen.
The only thing I remember from this match is that
fucking sweater that nigga was wearing.
That damn Argyle, take that shit off. Are they trying to go for Will Smith and Carlton? Is that what they're trying to do?
I don't think so, because both of them are Carlton.
Nah, I don't do that. Inoue is cool. I think whichever one is James Drake, whatever his new name is now. He did a Canadian Destroyer, which is the first time we've seen a Canadian Destroyer in WWE in probably a couple of years, maybe like 2 or 3. I remember Rey Mysterio doing it for a little bit, but still hate it. I don't. It's not just an AEW hate thing. I hate it when anybody does it, but at least I will give them this. It was a part of the finish. If you're gonna do Destroyer, at least let it be a part of the finish. You know what I mean? Like, if we're gonna do it, let's have it mean something, but let's not do it. You know what I mean? I want the move banned. I'm starting a petition. I don't want that move. I hate that. It's stupid.
I don't remember it happening in the match, and I don't think that anybody in the Discord reacted to it. So, did this match really happen?
Didn't even happen.
And then
10 minutes too. Crazy.
We got Wendy Chu versus Cora Jade.
Another really quick match.
I don't remember this match happening either. I'm not.
It was 4 minutes.
Yeah, I just remember. Did Cora Jade cheat to win?
Probably. I don't even remember. I really don't remember.
I am so sorry, folks. All I really remember was Lash Legend coming out and then big booting Wendy in the face after. I don't really remember this match too well.
Oh, we can talk about that. Somehow Lash Legend coming out and doing a 30-second spot where she big boots Wendy Chu
was enough. Yeah, was enough for people to be like, I don't think she's ready. That's the performance that you like say that to, for real.
She shouldn't be in the ring. She dated. Like, what did she do? Did I miss something?
Fucking crazy, yo.
For some reason, people have decided that Lash Legend was the wrestler to pick on. You can, you can infer that how you will. There's a lot of different, deeper complexities. What's the word I'm looking for? Just different, like, kind of prejudices and all kinds of stuff. But look, I'm gonna say it like this. Stop being weird. It's developmental, guys. Like, I'm not expecting her to come out there and wrestle like fucking, Dynamite Kid. You know what I mean?
She's like, on the developmental. She's on the developmental brand. Let her develop. I think the only thing I like, similar to Von Wagner's trajectory. Yes, it's been kind of like a year for like, or a year for like both of them, but it's gonna come together. Because I didn't think Von Wagner was ever going to be this fluid that he is in the ring. Not even good. I'm not even saying like good. Fluid. Like, I'm no longer seeing where he like stops, looks around, or, looks to his opponent asking what to do next. Like, he is fluid in there now. He knows what he's doing. I feel like maybe Lash Legend hasn't gotten enough reps, honestly. But like, when she was on NXT UK, she showed fucking promise. And that is going...
Well, the problem is no one watches NXT UK, so that's why no one saw it. It was just me.
But
I was the only one who saw it.
But everybody's so invested in her growth.
I don't know. Because I could easily just go. I could go watch Dark Elevation tomorrow. I could probably find 3 people like, they probably shouldn't be out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very interesting that Lash Legend is the one that everybody chose to pick on. And look, also that little top 500 black wrestlers list. I'm gonna call it out now. Y'all know what y'all would do with putting Lash Legend at number 500 under AQA,
who's retired,
who's not even active.
Not even an active wrestler right now.
That's crazy. You know what? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for that.
Whatever.
Just nasty. I didn't like that.
Yeah. That is it for NXT. We got another tape show next week, so that's definitely going to hinder most of my interest.
You don't have any thoughts on Von Wagner versus Sanga?
Oh, hey man. Sanga, they need to give that nigga Goldberg's music. That nigga can't. I'm mad he didn't get an entrance, because when he was walking, when they did the little vignette before they cut the commercial break and he was walking through the shit, I saw the black gloves on. I was just like, whoa, this is looking WCW in, bro. What the fuck, bro? I'm seeing a mirage, man. But I think Sanga's cool. I mean, the match was pretty much nothing, but I think Sanga's cool.
It was 2 minutes and 52 seconds. I couldn't tell you a damn thing that happened in that match. I think I was looking at my phone when I looked up. It was over. So
I don't even think I was in the room for real. For real, I think I was. I think I was putting my food away. But no, this match was fine. It's whatever. Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, it was eight matches, but a lot of fluff, and like 6 matches didn't go over 5 minutes. So this what this episode was.
A little tape business. You feel me?
If they were going head to head with AEW, the NXT definitely punted tonight. Punted on Tuesday. That was a punt.
Definitely. Let's get into Grand Slam. All right, man. AEW Grand Slam. It was a show, man.
You know what I'll say? I like when AEW does the shows in the bigger arena. I like the energy. Like I thought the energy tonight was very strong. I thought it was it made the show a little more enjoyable.
I'm sure AEW likes doing the arenas too, but they can't sell them bitches out. So maybe we should kind of just settle for. It
still looked good. It looked good. You couldn't tell if I didn't go on Russell Tix and realize that they were like 5,000 shorter than they were last year.
Shit looking bad.
Also, the stage was way bigger this year too, compared to last year's.
Yeah, what is it? The ramp is like elevated. I was just like, why?
It was last year too. It was elevated last year.
It was? I didn't know.
Yeah, it was.
I don't like the elevated ramp.
I like elevated ramp.
That's my nitpick. I don't like the elevated ramp.
I like elevated ramp. I like when WCW did it.
I think this show is A-okay, or like it's very middle of the road. I truly don't think I'll be remembering this in the next like month or so.
Yeah, I don't think there's any real match that was like really like, whoa, that was fire. I would say probably the best match of the night, which we could probably just get into it, was Chris Jericho versus Claudio Castagnoli. I thought, again, Jericho, for some reason, he's been in his bag in the ring. He's been in his bag. I can't even lie. I can't even lie on the man. He's been wrestling pretty good matches, and this is no exception. Of course, he's in the ring with Claudio Castagnoli, who can probably wrestle me to a pretty decent match. So, I would expect. How do you feel about this match? Were you into it?
The match is fine. I can't say that like it was a disaster or anything. I would say these dudes wrestle really fluently, so the match is fine. But you know,
wrestled each other like 10,000 times. Oh.
Yeah, and you know how I get purpose, meaning, why.
I think we know why.
That's like that's the part that like that kind of brings this down for me is purpose and reasoning. Why the fuck does Jericho really need to be ROH champion?
Okay, I got 2 reasons. Supposedly they're shopping an ROH show and they kind of want to get, we do the ROH show, Jericho Dave, and we got Jericho right here. That's one thing. The other thing I'm thinking, this is more so to get Daniel Garcia over. This is a means to get Daniel Garcia to be Ring of Honor World Champion.
How the eggs gotta be spilling over this fucking basket, right? Like with Daniel Garcia, like please.
Yeah, we gotta let it play out, man. You know what's gonna happen. This is going to be
Quan. It is a let it play. It is a let it play out. But you gotta admit, there's a lot of eggs in this fucking basket.
I agree. I'm just saying this is not getting resolved until Revolution. That's what I'm saying. This is not getting resolved until Revolution. Okay. This is gonna go until Revolution. I'm telling you right now.
But you agree that the eggs is damn near spilled over and couple cracked.
I don't know. Look. Sure.
What do you mean? I don't know.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
There's a lot of eggs going into this Garcia basket. Because, like, truly, what does him being ROH champion like do for him? It didn't do anything for Claudio. It didn't but it's a world championship on a dead brand.
Look, it might not be dead by then. If they get a show, it might not. We don't know.
I mean, ROH has still been getting shows since they're,
but like a TV show.
I don't think that helps because it's still going to be managed by AEW.
Look, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I feel like
you could say that, and remember how we felt about like for years how we felt about main roster WWE compared to NXT. You know what I mean? So it could be. We don't know. We genuinely don't know. But
what do you mean
think
by
that's
that?
okay. You know, like for example, how I felt about 2018 main roster compared to how I felt about 2018 NXT. I wasn't too excited to watch the main roster, but I was all in on NXT. You know what I mean? It was a different. The product felt fresher. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I said, I don't know.
You think that having Daniel Garcia as the world champion is something that is gonna spark people to watch ROH?
I mean, we don't know how the show's gonna be. I don't know what the show.
Hold on.
Who else is gonna be on it?
But
it could be. I don't know.
But a guarantee is that Daniel Garcia will be your face of your new ROH, right?
Well, it's going to be Jericho at first, and then it'll eventually be Daniel Garcia. They're not going to go into it with Daniel Garcia. It's going to be the chase to Jericho.
All right, you're absolutely right about that, but I don't know. I can't say I'm invested in Garcia going after Jericho as much as I was like Daniel Garcia kind of going after like Danielson.
You know how Jericho is, though. You know how this is gonna go. It's gonna go like 5 months for no reason. It's gonna go mad long.
Yeah, you know, I truly cannot be excited about that. But like, if they're just gonna pad this out until ROH gets a goddamn TV show, then having a feud with Jericho will definitely get it there. This shit is about to go.
This is going to go on a long time.
But yeah, the match is fine. Purpose reasoning is a little shaky to me, and I don't know. Doing all this, whatever. What does Claudio do now?
Be the third guy in his stable. I don't know what Claudio's gonna do. I would imagine he won his rematch. They're probably gonna run it back at some point between him and Jericho because Jericho did cheat. Also a lot of cheat to win finishes on the show. I believe 4 out of the 5 matches. The women's match. How did the women's match finish? I guess there's no cheating and no DQ match anyway. No cheating anyway.
Yeah, so no DQ. All good.
Okay, so 3 out of the 5 matches. But it was 3 straight matches with like distraction finishes. And I was like, it's like old. It's like old AEW. Remember when like the early AEW when they had like 4 straight matches? It would just be like distraction finishes. 4
distraction finishes feature with the beatdown brawl after.
Yeah, with the save.
But
yeah, I don't know what Claudio does going. I really don't know what Claudio does going forward.
I forgot I asked that question. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because I asked that to be an ass. I don't really care, and we talked about it a lot in the group chat.
I don't know, maybe Wardlow or something. I wouldn't mind that. Claudio versus Wardlow.
I wouldn't mind it either, but the way that they booking Wardlow right now, I don't think we'll see him do anything important. So Claudio might work for him. We got the Acclaim versus Swerve in Our Glory, and boy. Hey.
Clap it up, Tony Khan. You made the right call. You did the right call.
I'm glad Tony Khan into a different direction and did what was right.
Yeah, he did the right move. That was the right move. This match didn't hit like the first match at all. I thought this match
absolutely not. This match was terrible.
This match was way shorter. It wasn't terrible. It just something was off. I don't know if like they were nervous because it was a big crowd or something like that, but they were off.
I'll correct myself. I did not think this match is terrible, but this match would define as off. And I saw several people mention that as well. Yeah. But the part that really bothered me about this match is like neither team was working towards a hot tag.
No, we ain't had time for that. I think they really had a short amount of time. They were like, we gotta get to this match.
I was just like, are you serious? Like, what is it? I don't know. I know that Irvin would most likely be playing like the heels here, but what is it? I seen Keith Lee in this match, and I was just like, well, or like he's the one that's like constantly like in the ring, and I was just like, well, there's not going to be a pop when you tag to Swerve.
Yeah, Keith has never been the heel. Keith never been the heel. It was always Swerve that was the heel of the team.
Yeah, but like there's not going to be a pop when Keith Lee tags to Swerve. Mm-hmm. But Bowens and Caster, they're doing frequent tags and getting heat on Keith Lee. And I was just like, you guys got the psychology all wrong. Like,
it should be the other way around. Also, you know what really bothered me? I feel like somebody in that match should decide. Like, at one point in the match, Max Caster like
Caster goes to the rope.
No, he did a cool like suplex spot on Keith Lee. But I was like, I wish they would have like built to that. You know what I mean? Like, try it be in the beginning, they can't do it. They try to get another time, they can't do it. And like the third time they actually hit it, I think you would have had a way bigger reaction to doing that.
That requires psychology.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, like no one thought to do that. Like Keith, you're like 500 pounds. Nah, it shouldn't be that kind of, like 400red pounds. It shouldn't be that
was the greatest shit you said in a minute. That was crazy. That was crazy.
You did like 400 pounds, bro. Like, it shouldn't be like a regular old spot. You getting suplex over like an overhead suplex should be a big deal. You're huge. Like, I don't know. That's like a nitpicky thing, but I'm like, why wouldn't they? Like,
I don't even feel like that's a nitpick. I feel like that is a valid like criticism. Like, nothing was really worked towards in this match. And there was something in this match, I think that everybody kind of was just like, that was ugly, is when Caster like went up to the ropes and he like slipped or something, and then they did like some weird like Tuesday device type shit.
The camera was in a weird spot too, so you couldn't really tell what happened to Max Caster. He just like kind of fell off, and it was like, oh, okay.
And then Keith Lee, like, he just falls off, and then Keith Lee like picks him up, throws him to swerve, and he does like a power bomb, and it was like a 2 count.
It was like a weird bot. I think something happened. I think maybe.
I was just like, that was a shitty sequence. Like,
also, Fabulous was in the match. Came out for some reason. Was involved in this match, and DJ Who Kid, why he got that damn thing on his head? That man, 50 years old. Get that damn thing off your head. You ain't Pooh Shiesty. You ain't Yeet. You're DJ Who Kid.
That's a legend right there.
I was in middle school. What are you doing?
Yeah, you was born in 1968. And when I tapped into AEW, I some bullshit on your head, and niggas talking about scissor me daddy. Play the beat back. That was weird. And then why couldn't Excalibur say his name right for the life of him? This man could say, "Oh my God, overhead tiaras" and all this other shit, but DJ Who Kid was DJ Whoa Kid, whatever bullshit.
How old is Excalibur? There's no way he never heard of a Who Kid mixtape before. He had to heard it. He had to heard the drop one time.
The way he was dropping niggas, the way he was dropping nigga in 2002, I would believe he heard of him.
How old is Excalibur? He's probably 40 something.
45. No, he's probably like 36.
He's not 45. He ain't that old. He's 42.
36.
He's 40. He from Detroit. He definitely heard of Who Kid mixtape before.
That nigga.
I ain't trying to hear that. Why? He's been wrestling forever. He wrestled like 2002 as an adult.
Hey man, it's fine with me. Yeah, man, this match, despite the match being kind of boof,
it wasn't boof. It was just kind of, it was a little off, just a little off. It wasn't bad.
They made the right decision here, and then hopefully now,
that pop when they won, Jesus Christ.
Now that the tag team titles are on a team that matters, we might see some more shit from the tag team division and stuff like that. So
they'll definitely be on Dynamite. I'll tell you that much. They ain't gonna be on Rampage.
Rampage, making sure that they getting rappers on there for the culture, brother, and then getting like mad niggas that have not been present in the day in the game in a minute. Like, it feels very like nostalgia. It was just like, you were cool to me, but like, dude, they're not cool to the audience.
I feel like these are like the rappers that Tony Khan was probably fucking with back when he was younger.
Well, like, no, I feel like it's a rapper that like he's heard of, so like it's cool, but it's just like, no, they're not hot right now. Like, these are some of the coldest rappers like in a minute. Like,
Fab put out a song. What's Fab doing? He making music still?
Like, come on now, like Fabulous for real. Like,
they didn't announce him.
Having Fabulous there.
I don't know. I didn't really people go up.
Yeah, the commentary just like said it in passing.
Yeah, I think the biggest rise I saw anybody with Trina on the timeline at least. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, man, it's Trina, man. It's Trina.
And I'll say 305.
I'll at least say that I think that Trina is like more relevant than Fabulous, I guess. Is Fabulous on Love and Hip Hop?
Is Trina on
Love and Hip Hop?
I don't. I've never seen an episode.
I thought she was on Love and Hip Hop. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Miss Trina right now.
You know, I'm a reality show guy. I don't even know if she's on. I don't even know if she's on Love and Hip Hop.
I just know that Trina will be at 3 points. So that's Miami Music Festival. So that's cool. I'm not going, but
what's she on?
Is what it is.
She was on Love. She is on Love and Hip Hop. You're right. She's on the main cast. She ain't playing.
Yep.
Love and Hip Hop Miami.
That is.
What's on that? Gunplay's on there. What's Gunplay doing over there?
Shit, probably the only thing he can do for money right now.
Who's he in love with?
Who is he in love with?
Who is Gunplay in love with?
Let's move on, man. We get the women's triple threat. Fatal 4-way. I am so sorry. Man, come on now. Why is Serena Deeb here? Why is Athena here?
Because Serena Deeb the best wrestler out of the 4. Nah, probably Athena. Athena might be the best wrestler out of the 4. But
I would say Athena as
well. I wasn't super interested in this match. I'll be honest.
I feel like because we just did one.
Yeah, we know who's gonna win this. I don't think they're gonna have Tony lose this quick. The match was fine. I gave it a 3.25. It was that's a fun spot. I thought like the dueling submissions were cool. I like that. Yeah. There were some fun spots. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It was a good match. It was cool.
It was alright.
Yeah.
When I feel as if this show is very middle of the road, it is very middle of the road. Yeah. Now you could take that as a bad thing because it's a big show. Or you take it as a good thing that, hey, man, you know, we got a solid week of wrestling.
I don't think anything was particularly bad except for one match.
Yes.
And it wasn't, I don't even think that match was that bad. It was just kind of like, I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we'll get there. I think I know which one you're talking about. That match is bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Tony Storm retains off a counter roll-up situation on Britt Baker. So that's cool. Jamie Hayter, Britt Baker attacks Britt Baker attacks Tony Storm at the end, and then Jamie Hayter comes out, and then
they do the same thing. They did the same thing they did literally a week ago. I don't know why they did it again. Like we already know you're on the same side.
Yeah, they did it again, and then I would honestly say when I was just like, oh, there's not going to be any further development in the story between like Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. All right, man. I'm clocking out. I seriously checked out.
But then
this didn't bring me back in.
But then the music hits. We're like, who coming out of the Grand Slam zone, the Dynamite zone? Soraya? How do you say Soraya? Is it Soraya?
Yeah, Soraya.
I know Soraya debuted in AEW, formerly known as Paige in WWE. So she's here. There were rumors that they were looking at her. There have been talks. She didn't resign WWE.
Literally, yeah. Once I saw the article go up, I was just like, oh, I see.
I can see.
There's a high possibility. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, Soraya is there. She like clears the ring. They all run away. I don't know why.
No, yeah, she's walking towards the ring, and then everybody rolls out, and then she just like is walking back and forth in the ring. Can someone pass her a mic or some shit, or can y'all cut to a vignette or something? Like we watched her just walk around in the ring for like 3 minutes.
So this is my house. You have to do this is my house. I was always a fan of Paige in ring. The only thing is, can she wrestle? Is she able to wrestle for her health? Is there an update? Do we know? Is she cleared to go? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Because kind of like if she's here, what are we doing? If she can't get physical, I have to imagine she must be able to get physical. I don't see why they would sign her otherwise.
Yeah, I believe that is something that they're actively going to build towards. My thing is that, yes, you raise a very valid fucking question. Can she wrestle? the reason why she did not sign with the WWE, re-sign with the WWE, is because they would not clear her to wrestle.
They would not gonna let her wrestle.
They was not gonna let her wrestle.
Maybe they're a little more relaxed over AEW. Maybe they might let her do it.
Oh, relax is an understatement. I do think that, you know, AEW kind of sets like a bad precedent. It was just like, hey man, if WWE won't clear you, we will. And it's just like, that's sometimes bad, because maybe a lot of these folks probably should not wrestle again.
And we saw Jeff Hardy out there.
And shit, I was told, who knows? Maybe he'll get a good match out of us. I mean, out of Bobby Fish.
I thought maybe he might have. Not the Bobby Fish. Fucking psychopath. What's wrong with him?
He's just angry and bitter.
That man is angry. He's upset. He said he want all the smoke with Punk. I forgot to put it earlier in the thing about Kenny Omega saying to the and at the meeting that he wouldn't sign 8 out of 10 people. Sign.
Crazy quote.
Allegedly it was a joke. He was joking, but I think he was kind of serious.
Shit, I believe it. There's truth behind every joke.
There's some truth behind every joke, and honestly, kind of agree with this.
Shit, I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of motherfuckers I wouldn't sign.
I wouldn't have signed them, but you know, not here or there. Sorry to throw us off. Yes, Soraya's here. We'll see what happens. I'm interested. I'll be honest. I like Paige.
I can't say I'm too interested. Bryan Danielson, our AEW main event, Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. I would say that this match it wasn't too much of what I thought it was going to be. And I thought this was going to be...
You thought it would be a New Japan light?
I thought it was going to be the New Japan match. And I would say these two dudes brought it. My only thing is that, damn, Danielson loses a title match again.
You know what's crazy? All this could have been avoided. We could have went all the way through with Punk. I mean, with Moxie's being champion. This match was cool. I thought it was a very strong TV main event. I didn't feel like I thought they were going and they were hitting hard, but I feel like it was like missing something. Like it didn't hit that next level that I was looking for. I'm not sure. I felt kind of like it wasn't bad. It was just like, okay, that was cool. It was a really good match. But outside of that, I don't really have anything I'm not gonna remember this. And you know, and when it comes to end of the year discussions about matches and stuff, it was a fine match. As far as the finish goes, as far as Moxley becoming champion, I guess we might as well just do MJF Moxley. I guess that's kind of what we're going with. Poor Renee. They were definitely supposed to go on vacation. I don't think they're going on vacation now.
They what is it? They was just like, damn, Cabo's not nice enough this time of year. We gotta wait next summer.
We gotta wait.
Hey man, that's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens going into AEW. They kept oh my god, the alluding to and the cuts to.
They cut the MJF for a while with that damn poker chip. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just like, yo, these guys are killing each other right now. I don't want to see this dickhead holding some overgrown.
Even Shivani like, yo, can we stop? Yeah. Even Shivani, I know he was in character, but low key probably like, yo, can we stop cutting this dude, bro?
Shit, I feel like the bigger match is Tony Schiavone versus MJF. I ain't gonna cap. They need to get that shit out the way. How they used to beat Jim Ross ass.
Yeah, Jim Ross's ass.
Coachman too.
Coach was a wrestler though. Like he was actually. There's a pay-per-view I was watching. He would have like competitive matches, like dead ass. Like he was really having like actual matches at one point.
Did you see that video that got linked in chat? That was just like the wrestling career of Jonathan Coachman. Like that shit is hilarious.
No. He dead ass was having matches. This shit was crazy.
I'm gonna link it to you later.
He had a match against like Tajiri at a pay-per-view. I swear to God.
Yeah, I know. And he had a lot of matches against Jim Ross. But quick hits. I think the theme of this show is talk about something and then talk about something we care about way more or something we find way more entertaining. But quick hits, man. We got Pac versus Orange Cassidy. And boy, I cannot say I looked at my TV for this.
I'll be honest with you, I was going over the show at this point during this match. I couldn't care less.
I was I think at the point where Pac was scared to get into the ring because Orange Cassidy would like bop his head at the rope when he's trying to get in, and I was just like, dog, you are a coward. Hop over the rope, something, flippy boy. Like do something else. But nah, like, are these dudes like considered like rivals? Because like I can't say I cared about these guys' series of matches.
I remember the first one they had at Revolution a long time ago. That match was really good. Every other match they kind of had, I just hadn't really cared. This one didn't have a lot of heat for me, but like it didn't really pick up until last week when Orange Cassidy Superman punched him. And also the All Atlantic Championship doesn't really mean anything to me because it's not like it's present on TV. So it's just like kind of a belt that like I don't care about. I haven't seen anything that I haven't really been given a reason to care about it. Unless you watch the YouTube shows, you haven't seen the belt get defended pretty much at all. Yeah, I just didn't. I really had little interest in this match. It was also I think it was I've been praising Orange Cassidy about not doing the shtick too much. A lot of shtick in this match, a lot more than usual for Orange Cassidy. I thought it was too much. Compared to other times. I thought recently he was doing a good job of kind of, in the middle with it. This one was too much in my opinion.
I feel that. I didn't watch the match, so I couldn't. I would. What is it? When Pac was like scared to get back into the ring or whatever, when he did the put the hands in its pockets, it felt like an actual taunt this time. And not just, something he does to like just bop the crowd or whatever. But I thought
Pac's really good at reacting to that.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting. But next segment, when we cut back and I saw Tony Schiavone with a microphone and I saw him talking to Wheeler and I saw Wheeler Yuta right next to him, I said, I know you fucking not. I know you not. Live on a big show?
That's why I knew some fuckery is about to happen.
And then I don't think MJF is that great of a talker, but you have Wheeler Yuta out there with the personality of a slice of bread, and then you send out your biggest personality to go out there and bury
who's
him
insane,
like that?
Who's insanely over. Not even like this is the highest level over I've seen in a minute. This is like 99 Rock over. Like, what are we doing?
They sent Wheeler Yuta on a dumb mission. Yeah. And I feel like what we're gonna do is gonna be a lot of Wheeler Yuta and maybe Claudio fighting the Firm,
for sure,
instead of Moxley
for
or whatever. Sure. So, look forward to that, fellas. Trina,
the baddest bitch.
I feel like once I tell my, yeah, she's very confident on the mic. Hey man, Tony Khan
must be decades of experience.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. When I saw people was just like, yeah, she cuts a promo better than women. I was just like, she's a literal performer.
She's been doing it for 30 years. I hope so.
Like, I get it. We could tell just like shit, but I was just like, damn, be creative with the shit. Like, but that's cool. Then we get the FTR segment with the Ass Boys, and for tough guys, you let the Ass Boys make fun of you and everything you goddamn stand on, and you ain't even challenge them to a match. You just say, run. And I was just like, no, they're not running from you. They're done with your ass. They done flambéed your shit.
Cooked them?
Absolutely. And they even challenge them to a match. And then I think FTR needs to beware, because Ass Boys will get a reaction out of folks.
You think so? They're not more over than FTR. They're not more over than FTR.
Who could say?
I can say they're not more over than FTR.
Hey man, last time the Ass Boys was on the show and they was with the Acclaim, they were both getting equal reaction. It was not just like insane insane cheers for the Acclaim. The Ass Boys got insane boos as well.
Was it the Ass Boys or was it Daddy Ass?
Getting the cheers or the boos?
The cheers and the boos. I don't know, whatever. I feel like he would get more reaction than his kids were.
Another example is when we got that long-winded firm introduction. Those were the only two guys that got a reaction.
Yeah, obviously, but I don't think they're getting
Ethan Page.
They're not getting a bigger reaction than FTR.
Yet to be determined.
As much as they tried to cool off FTR, they're still like super duper over. When Dax comes out, crowd still pops.
Hey man, FTR, watch your ass, man.
When that music hit, that doom 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 doom, that shit's hard. I love that. That might be the best.
Like?
I don't know what it sounds like.
Double dragon ass shit.
That shit's hard. I'm sorry, that shit's hard.
Whatever. I don't know what their theme sounds like, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, that is it for AEW Grand Slam. I don't know what really happens in the future of AEW. I can't say I am too invested so far. Especially if it's mostly going to be MJF just being like, I got a briefcase. I got the chip. For most, I don't think that's going to be really compelling. Honestly, I don't find most of the shit that MJF does compelling. So we'll kind of just see what happens.
You want some Rampage spoilers?
Sure.
The Great Buddha came out.
All right, that's enough, man.
Not the Great Buddha. I fuck Great Buddha. Is he still active? Wasn't he like All Japan champ like last year?
No, that was
or was it Noah? Was it Noah? It was something. He was champ last year.
Noah.
It was something.
Noah.
It was Noah. Okay.
Is Kenji Muto and Great Muto the same guy?
Yes, Kishimoto and Great Muto are the same guy.
Okay. You never know, man.
No, I know. I know that one.
Yeah, he was champion. I think not too long ago too. I think he might have lost it like this summer.
Okay, I must say I know definitely like last year. By far last year it was over. He was.
Who did he come out with?
I think he came out to help Sting. Cause they got history.
Oh, that's actually pretty fucking cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, they got history. So I think he come out to help Sting. I would assume so, unless he got beef with Sting. Unless is he the new leader of the House of Black?
Oh, in this podcast right now.
Hard. That'd be kind of hard, actually.
No, it's
not. I wouldn't be mad at that.
It would not be. It would not be hard.
That'd be kind of hard.
It would not be hard. That's not fire.
Put him in there.
Jesus Christ.
Put the face paint back on him. Instead of NWO, instead of NWO, you put HOB. And there you go.
No.
We're back in business.
Is there any other Rampage spoilers or like? Well, Rampage is happening like right now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm on Discord. I just saw. I saw the Discord. I just saw it real quick.
Well, that is your one Rampage spoiler. If you love, the Great Muta or Kenji Muta, lock in, I guess. If you find, if you're screaming at your phone telling us that Great Muta and Kenji Muta is not the same person, please.
It's the same person.
Please,
I know what it is.
If that's not the case, please redirect all smoke to Quan. Do not at me. With that all said, the show is over. Subscribe to us on Patreon, patreon.com/the A Show RNC. Do not interrupt me while I'm doing this.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I feel like you're like Googling it right now.
I'm looking at it, but I know I'm right. I don't have to Google it because I already know.
Okay.
Question my fucking credibility, nigga. I'm tired of you.
We got Draft Diaries coming imminent or eventually, who knows. Spot callers. Shay, we did it, right? Sorry, it's not normal that we do spot callers early. So we'll see what happens for the poll in October, but you'll be getting your Patreon exclusive show spot caller. You get these shows early for $20 on our $20 tier. You get to join the Discord and you can correct us after the show goes up. What else we got? We got a YouTube channel, The A Show RNC, where you can check out all great YouTube stuff. I guess on my day off, or like now that I'm when I return to my house after vacation, we could put the first grading segment up on there, and that should be fun. You can follow the A Show Network on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can follow Quan at the Comeback Spot on Twitter, and then you can follow me, Cyrus, on Cyrus. You can follow me, Cyrus, on Twitter at Cyrus on TWR. I need to find a way to make that smoother. And then, yeah, feel free to chat with us about wrestling or, you know, interact with us. If you really want to get in touch with us, we are way more open about talking on shit on Discord. I know that sounds shitty because, like, you have to pay $10 for it, but I will talk to you. Yeah, only one time, but I would literally talk to you night and fucking day versus on Twitter, because that is an open forum and I hate that. Opens too many invited voices, you feel me? Especially with everybody screenshotting shit nowadays. You can't say shit on Twitter now.
Who are you telling? What the fuck?
Everything gets screenshot. You praise one thing, you praise the other, and then, oh my God, oh, blah, blah. All sorts of discourse for the next 10 minutes. And it's just like, don't y'all niggas got jobs? That is it. I'm looking forward to my vacation, man. Peace out. See you guys next week for whatever the hell happens. I feel like nothing's going to really happen for the rest of the week. So thanks for rocking with us. Peace out.